If a Holland America Line cruise is a bit of you, then let me show you around the Oosterdam. I have just come off this ship after spending, I think it was 8, 9 nights, traveling through Croatia, Greece, Turkey, and I'm just going to take you around and show you around and show you also two of my favourite ports. So right now I got into the lift that happily says the day of the week because you do lose track. And this is one of four lifts that go up the outside of the ship. But don't worry because there are interior lifts as well if this freaks you out. Just walking down to the stern, you'll see the swimming pool area here. There's actually two pools on this ship, and this one has lots of funsy activities that the crew take care of during the day. You can see basketball up the top there, and this is where the sail away parties happen when the ship leaves the dock. As you can see, we all assembled. There was a lot of music playing. It was quite windy, and a few drinks were had. I do recommend the drinks package if you think you might want a few a day. It does cover also your coffee, tea, soft drinks as well. So now I'm into the second pool area, which is on the same deck, but it has a roof that can be opened and closed. So no matter the weather, you can definitely sit here at this pool. You'll see there's a jacuzzi there as well, which is very nice. Plus some eating kiosks, and we got nachos and burgers from out here. So this is it from the top, looking down with the roof now wide open. So just taking you through the main Lido deck dining for breakfast. I loved my little eggs Benny in the morning. And then I did catch the moon rising, which was amazing, as we came into Cula in Croatia. This is taken from our cabin. I'm going to show you around that in a minute, lowering the lifeboats, which become our tender boats and take us into port. So this was one of my most favourite ports of all, Cula Croatia. And we did this little ship excursion where we went to this wee town along the water, and it was just so photogenic. This is back in the main town of Cula, and you can see up there there's dining options. So we were just looking at it from the water, and now I'm up there having lunch. This is a local dish, and it was absolutely delicious. So cheers to us. Now back on board, I'm just going to show you quickly around some of the main spaces. You can there's a bar. There's bars all around here, and I'm just going to show you over the edge. That's looking down into the main reception area. So lots of places to sit and gather with friends. The piano bar is just here every night. And here's the jewellery store and the shopping, which is only open when you're at sea. And I have to say, I might have dropped a pretty dollar in here or so. Then up on the top floor is the crow's nest. So this is where the spa area is as well. And you come up here for a really proper flat white or cappuccino. It was really delicious. But it's also a great place to come and sit right in the front. You're right in the bow of the ship. So a really good place to be for leaving a port or just sailing on a cruise day. That was the Lego. That's a Lego ship, by the way. I had to film that for my great nephew Albie. He likes his Lego. So we're just in port here, but I'll swing around and show you the best seats in the house. And then my little segue back down in the lift again, because I'm going to show you my second favourite port on this itinerary. Santorini. I have been here once before. This is just my second visit. And yes, we rode the cable car, not the donkey rides up the hill. You can walk this hill as well. We actually rented bambinas, some of us, well, two of them actually. And off we went around the island, narrow little streets. And we headed first for Ia. Oia it's spelt, but it's pronounced Ia. And this is the hero city. This is where you will know all about this place where you've got the famous white and blue buildings and lots of really cute shopping, lovely places to eat, and just, too many places to take gorgeous photos of for sure. I think the key to Santorini, like, and this is the thing with a cruise, you just get a day. Come back and book yourself for 3 or 4 nights, and stay in a place like, look down there with a pool. You'd love it. So we found a vineyard, we found a winery, drove there on our Bambinas, Estate Arieros. You don't say gyros, you say Eros. And of course, that was the end of our day, looking back down at the cruise ship with a little cheeky Aperol spritz. And it's goodbye, Santorini. So back on board, I'm just going to show you through some of the cabins. We'll start with our cabin, and we actually were lucky enough to have one that had disabled access, which meant we actually had a really big, spacious cabin with a veranda that poked out. So what we could see from our veranda was right down towards the bow of the ship. We also had a really big bathroom, which had wheelchair access if we'd have required it. So I was fascinated standing out here. I mean, you can see this from any of your balcony cabins, but like just throwing out the rope here at our next port stop, and you see the guy having to scramble to catch it because it nearly fell back in the water. I was mesmerised. And then they pulled it all in and tied us up, and then there we were for another day. On the final morning, all the cabins were open as people had evacuated the ship. So this one, let me show you through, I snuck in, is the way they do a twin veranda room. That's all set up for the next day's passengers. But really big bathroom space as well. And you can see, got a whole bathtub in there. And then this room is actually a twin ocean view room. So you would have seen that window there between the beds is actually quite spacious. So you've got lots of light coming in. Still see lots of the views. And that's it. I hope you've enjoyed my little tour. And here's me giving you a wee toast from Cula and our wander around the Oosterdam ship with my 2 favourite ports. Hope you've enjoyed it. Jump on my website if you want to read more about it, bloggeratlarge.com.